And no matter how they do it, these people are not going to go back, in their plan to establish Sharia right across Nigeria. But my question to you people now, those in the comment section, those that have come here to speak, is what is your plan in the defense of your father's ancestral land? I believe in the separation. That religion that is, you will preach to me. And if I don't agree, you will kill me or force me to pay what they call Islamic jizya. Jizya is a tax you pay. It's a freedom tax you pay while living in a Muslim-dominated area. They call it jizya. That's what you pay. People in Turkey today, former Corinthians, are paying jizya. They are paying jizya for just for them to answer their, for them to be Christians. You pay that tax. It's a compulsory tax you pay if you want to practice your religion in your own place in an Islamic-dominated, in a Islamic-dominated area. Is that what you want to happen in the southeast and south and southwest? And you tell him to explain to us the people, Quran, Islam called the people of the book. The people of the book. You could have also asked him to explain to us who are the infidels that must be killed as instructed by that their Quran. You could have also asked him to explain to us in a very clear form the interpretation of Quran chapter 9, verse 29, where the Quran gave them instruction to kill and to push the infidels, unbelievers, into the fire, just like they did to Deborah.
Exactly. Just a minute, Wimboom. This is what you are talking about.
In the Quran, chapter number 9, verse number 29, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders the Muslims to kill the Christians, Jews, and if they do not surrender, then they have to pay jizya. Jizya is basically protection money. In the Quran, chapter number 9, verse number 29, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay. Mr. Wimboom.
You see?
Yeah, we are with you.
There is another quotation. Yeah. Okay, there's another quotation again. I think Quran chapter 48, verse 29 as well, where he mentioned that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, and those with him should be compassionate with one another and brutal on the unbelievers. Who are the unbelievers? Marcel, it is you, me, Pastor Van, and any other person that does not believe on the tenets of Islam. That is the people that stand to be killed. In fact, for those of them where you have Islam as a dominant religion, you do not have issues there. I've been to Saudi Arabia several occasions. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Oman, on duties, military duties while we were stayed there. We've been to so many of these places. These people will not have problem with you because they are the dominant force. The reason why you have problem in Nigeria today is because Islam is trying to be a dominant force. Islam wants to take over Christianity. Islam wants to subdue every other practice of all other faiths in Nigeria. That is what Islam wants to do. Where they are dominant, they want to exercise their powers, and they can go to all the lengths to killing people in order to, advance or introduce the tenets. When did Sharia came to Nigeria? Why didn't it come the time when the soldiers were there, when we were still there? Why did it come around 1999 when they discovered that the transfer of leadership has been given to the civilians? 1999 Obasanjo's time. 1999, check it, my brother. 1999, 2000 January, Ahmed Sani Yerima, former governor of Zamfara State, was the one that introduced Sharia in the northern states of Nigeria that saw over 7,000 people killed from January to 2004. January 2000 to 2004. From January 2000 to 2004, over 7,000 people were reported to have been killed simply because of the introduction of Sharia. I was in the heat of that Sharia disturbances in Kaduna. That was where it started. You see, why will you now practice Sharia? You know, when they came in, they started defending it. They said, oh, it is meant to prosecute political office holders and so on and so forth. They lied. Is there any political office holder, the big man, that is being under trial today, you know, under Sharia?
No.
None.
Absolutely none.
I saw one guy, is it a Jangede or something like that? Is it from Katsina or thereabout, that stole or something like that? And his hands was, you know, amputated, Sharia amputated from him. Will that guy also today be productive? A full-bodied man that time before his hands were cut off, simply because of the useless and barbaric religion, that able man's hands was cut off and making him now a disabled man in an economy that you are not contributing anything. This is the reason why I laugh. I laugh when, you know, Southwest, South, and Southeast are fighting themselves. Do you want to tell me that if the deposit of gas and the gold, yes, other minerals and the crude oil, liquefied natural gas, and so on and so forth, were, were found in the domain of the northern Nigeria? Do you think you would have right to say one Nigeria today? Our people are so docile,
absolutely no.
Very, very docile that they will throw anything at you, and you will be so cowardly to swallow whatever these people are giving to you. You cannot exercise your own right. Why is Nigeria? Look, let me tell you, the very first time Nigeria is supposed to act, especially South, and Southeast, and Southwest, that still have a considerable number of Christians there, is this. 1970-something, under Gowon, Nigeria was given what they call observatory role in Organization of Islamic Congress. I think in 1985, before we joined the military then, Babangida officially, you know, announced Nigeria as a member of the organization. On paper, you are. On paper, in your constitution, you are a secular state. My brother, why will you have two conflicting laws that have their own people? When you go to North, they told you that it is not going to affect Christians. This is why I have problem with Ruben Abati. Ruben Abati is such a clueless man, someone with vacuous brain that does not even know what his constitution says. Your constitution says that you have right to practice your religion. But in 12 northern states today, they are practicing Sharia. Even police has nothing to do when the Hizbah police, according to the Sharia tenets, are upholding laws. Is this enforcement of law and order in these places? They can, they dare not. They dare not go. These are some of the things that are happening over there. Your door, it won't affect you. But an Igbo man shop was tried and locked up in Abuja with the instruction of a Sharia. Didn't you see that? You have Christian shops. You have Christian shops in this Sharia practice states in the north, locking up bars, locking up hotels, accusing them of immorality, as if we didn't live in the north. We do not know what they do. What is Dandaudu? What is Dandaudu in Hausa language? What is Dandaudu? What does
it mean? I don't know.
Dandaudu is Nde Naranike.
Okay. Gay.
Huh?
Gay.
I try to make there. Yes. Dandaudu. That is the common name they call them over there. Do you know when I started hearing this Dandaudu? In the 90s, early 80s, it's been there. What is Squire? Squire is people that are sniffing all manner of chemicals. Even tire solution gums that they use, they sniff it. These are the people that are teaching you morals, that you cannot open a hotel, you cannot open a... What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of Nigeria is that? Look, I will not blame them. I will blame the entire southern Nigeria, including you, Namoche, Marcelo Kocha. I will blame all of you from that old southern Nigeria for allowing, for containing, trying to massage the excesses of these people. You have emboldened them in such a way that they can do anything to you and nothing happens. And they have managed to attain the levels of power, occupy some of the decision-making positions in your country, control them with money, have foreign influences that are supplying them hundreds of millions of billions of dollars. Go and check how much Ahmed Sani Yerima, former governor of Zamfara State, got from the OIC and some of these Islamic countries that supported the cause of introducing Sharia in Nigeria 1997, 98, 99, till it happened in 2000. Go and investigate and find out what happened to him. Nothing happened to him. The man is the same man that is coming out on public TV to tell you that everybody must organize, that his aspiration, his ambition is to make sure that Sharia rules Nigeria.
It's unfortunate.
What is the result of making Sharia rule Nigeria? It's by declaring jihad. In Islam, there is what they call jihad, higher jihad and the lesser jihad. The higher jihad is you and your God, your Allah, how to make yourself good, how to, do the tenets of, God principle, Allah principle according to them, to become a good person, a useful person. But the lesser jihad is the violent jihad that is meted out on anybody that do not believe on the tenets of Islam. That is the lesser jihad. And that is the one they are bringing in order to introduce this Sharia that you are going to stand against. They will introduce jihad. Do you know the reason why they allow them to carry automatic assault rifles freely everywhere around Nigeria? Have you seen what they did in Rivers State? I think they said, did you see what they did in the Enugu Expressway? Did you see them? Did you see what these people are doing right across the whole place? Did you see? In fact, thank God that Cross River has banned the movement of cattle from Enugu across Cross River.
They still kidnapped school children in Cross River State. That was last week.
Exactly. These are some of the things. They have been emboldened by your own lackadaisical attitude. I will put it. If I say what I say here, insult me, I don't care. I don't care. The reason why I am speaking the way I'm speaking is because of my family, part of my family that I have in Abia State. I speak because I speak passionately about it. Look, my brother, these people will not agree to remove Sharia. They will not. They will not agree to remove Sharia. It's part of them. And one thing, I see Nigeria going in the ways of former Yugoslavian Republic. 1990, 1991, 92, I was there as well, serving under United Nations Peace Protecting Force, what the Yugoslavian people call Omprofora. When they collapsed, during the collapse of communist system in the eastern part of Europe, Bosnian Serbs, predominantly Muslims, started ethnic cleansing. And the Croatia you see today, we are predominantly Catholics. Slovenia, North Macedonia, there are about 7 of them that are now independent nations from the former Yugoslavian Republic. That attempt made sure that the predominantly Serbians, Muslims, who will not take over the old, Yugoslavia. And today you have Croatia, you have the rest of them living in peace. That is exactly what is going to happen in Nigeria. And no matter how they do it, these people are not going to go back, in their plan to establish Sharia right across Nigeria. But my question to you people now, those in the comment section, those that have come here to speak, is what is your plan in the defense of your father's ancestral land? I believe in the separation. That religion that is, you will preach to me. And if I don't agree, you will kill me or force me to pay what they call Islamic jizya. Jizya is a tax you pay. It's a freedom tax you pay while living in a Muslim-dominated area. They call it jizya. That's what you pay. People in Turkey today, former Corinthians, are paying jizya. They are paying jizya for just for them to answer their, for them to be Christians. You pay that tax. It's a compulsory tax you pay if you want to practice your religion in your own place in an Islamic-dominated, Islamic-dominated area. Is that what you want to happen in the southeast and south and southwest? They are coming. Softly, they are coming. Yeah, I'll round up here now. They are softly coming into your places, showing you the other part of it. But when they settle down, when the dust is settled, you will know what these people have in stock for you. If they cannot, find a way to stop all these things from happening, Mazi, I will tell you, allow Biafrans to go. Allow Oduduwas to go. Allow anybody that doesn't want to stay in that contraption called Nigeria, trying to adhere to Islamic tenets, to leave. That is the best thing to do. You cannot tell me simply because you are one people and you want to use your religion to intimidate me and kill me. I saw Boris Yeltsin coming. Is it Boris? Yeah, Boris. Is it Boris from England? Yeah, coming to Imo State to tell them that he feel free. Let him bring his family to come and stay in Imo State. Let him bring his family, his grandchildren to come and live. He
doesn't need to stay in Imo State. Let him go and stay in Nasarawa and Adamawa.
Whereas your own government, through the embassy, through the High Commission office in Nigeria, is issuing what we call security alert to their own people, telling them where to go and where not to go. This man will come. These same British people will come and begin to talk rubbish to our people. Has this man been saying what is going on in Benue, Plateau, Nasarawa, Adamawa? Has this man spoken the time when they sentenced this guy that defended himself to the death of his attacker? Have they seen it? You will come in here and begin to talk rubbish, and our people, I see our people clapping for that moron. Master, thank you so much. I yield here.
All right, thank you so much. For those of you who don't know Mr. Wimbu, what makes me to respect him up to today is that after serving Nigerian army for good 18 years as a Nigerian soldier, so when the Southern Kaduna crisis started and they were giving order to go and, kill Christians and all those things, unlawful order, like what you see today. So he refused to do that. So because of that, he quit and resign as a Nigerian army officer. That is what integrity is all about. So thank you so much. I really appreciate Mr. Awimbu. All right.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm Chukwu Kikiagama, Euradi Yankopong, as we call it here in our Chi language here in Ghana. Ubangiji Allah, as the indigenous Hausa people call it, be with you in everything that you do. And I would like to use this opportunity to tell my people, my Nemoches and my Namoches, whether you are from the riverine areas, the south, the Okopedi area, down to Atabong, where I stood and fought to defend the lives and property of those people over there, those I call my mother's cousins, against the Cameroon invaders. I would like to tell you people today, the mistake Nigeria made was to allow Sharia to land its feet in Nigeria. In 2000, it landed. The ego landed, and since that time, the ego is now spreading all over the places today. If you go to Kwara State or your state today, there are mission schools there that have gone to court, and court has ordered them to assimilate the dress code of the Muslim girls. In Kwara State or Elore, Mr. Matson, I think you've heard about it, right? They even went as far as locking the mission school that was not built by them. They locked it up.
It's so unfortunate.
That is what you see. They tried the same. Let me give you this. For those that are in the comment section, if I say here, please verify. These people came to test the pulse of Ghana and the Ghana government, and they felt the proactiveness of the Ghanaian government as at that time. Armed Fulani terrorists ran away. They started buying, raping, grazing on our people's farms in a place they call Agogo in Ashanti region. They ran away. Till today, they have not come again because my government was very, very proactive.